Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet a basic beanie. This video is good for anyone of any skill level, and I will break down the steps for you. What you will need: yarn of any size or color, a hook that should be suitable to your yarn type. It should say on the packaging what size hook that you should use. This one is a 4mm, a tape measure, a yarn needle, scissors, and a stitch marker, but I use a bobby pin. First step that you want to do is create a slip knot. How you make that is you take your right pointer and you loop around the yarn, take your thumb and pull through the longer side. And that's how you put it on the hook. Now you want to create your first chain. By doing this, you wrap the needle in yarn and you pull through, and that is one chain. 2 chains. You want to keep doing this until the exact length of the chain is about 12 inches. And it is 40 chains. But yours doesn't have to be 40 chains. It just has to reach 12 inches. So depending on your yarn, it might be more or less. You're going to want to chain one more time. And here I'm going to show you how to start the row. Go into the second chain from your hook, so this one right here, and put your hook through it. Next, you're going to loop around the yarn and pull through. And loop again and pull through the 2 on your hook. And that is 1 single crochet. And then you're going to want to put your stitch marker right into where you just made that. And continue on by doing the same thing again. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to do that until you get to the end, and I'll meet you back there. Once you reach the last chain, you're going to want to do the same thing. Make a single crochet, and then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And make another chain into the loop right here, which is the back loop, and make another single crochet. Insert your other stitch marker right there. Now you're going to want to continue the pattern you've been doing previously into every stitch. And I'll meet you at the end. And here we are again at the end of row 2. You want to take out the stitch marker from row 1, and right where the stitch marker was, you want to make sure and insert your last stitch. It's important to make sure there is a single crochet in every stitch, because if you miss one, your lengths of each row are going to get shorter and shorter, and it won't be the desired item you want anymore. So again, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, make a single crochet into the first stitch, and put your stitch marker in right here for row 3. You want to continue this pattern, repeating row 1 back and forth until the length of this rows is the length of your head circumference. And I'll show you mine right now. Here I have 60 rows. You can tell because every little bump is 2 rows. So 2, 4, 6, just like that. And to make sure it fits around your head, you can fold it in half and put it around your head. And it should be a little tight because yarn over time stretches and you want it to be a little more able to move. Now I'm going to join the front row to the last row like this. So this is where I cut off the yarn. I'm going to start from here. I will be slip stitching to connect the two. And how to do that is, you take your yarn, put it on the hook, you grab the other side, and you're going to find the first stitch, the hole right here. And you're also going to find that on the other side. And take the yarn over, and pull through everything. And that's a slip stitch. So you're going to want to repeat that 9 times for every stitch. But once you get into the 10th one, I'll meet you back. So I am on the 10th, so put it through both sides, yarn over, and pull through everything. Now what you're going to want to do is take this and make a sizable increase in the hole. And now you're going to want to flip it inside out. The 10 stitches we just did were for the bottom of the hat. And now to make it less obvious, we're going to flip it and continue slip stitching everything until you get to the top. It might be a little difficult to flip, but make sure you can see properly. So now you want to continue, making sure that you don't miss anything. And I'll meet you at the end. I'm back at the last one. So enter in, and to the other side, yarn over and pull through everything. Now you want to chain 1 and leave a sizable amount of tail, and then take your scissors and cut it off. I left about this much, and then pull to close. Now turn the whole thing inside out. To distinguish what side is which, you'll see this part sticking out, and this is the 10 first stitches for the bottom of the hat, which will be turned up like this. But now you want to take your yarn needle, and with that extra string, you want to connect it to your yarn needle. And now you want to go around, not in every hole, but mostly every hole, and sew this circle all together like this. Put it through, and you put it through. Basically, just sewing. And once you get back around, I will meet you. Now I'm at the end, and you can tell because of stranger texture right here compared to all the other stuff, and that's where we slip knotted. So I'm just gonna do one more, and now you want to pull on the string just like that. The middle isn't that tight, so you want to flip it again, grab your needle, put it back on the hook. You want to sew any small parts together to plug up that hole. Once you think it's tight enough, you can take the excess string and just sew it into a side so it looks unnoticeable, like this. Just the same back and forth we were doing earlier. And that's it. Make sure everything looks nice. You can always adjust as you go. And the beanie is done. Thank you for watching.